Welcome back to the game. We're a couple of games into the PBA Commissioner's Cup, and what better time to list down the top players to watch out for the rest of the conference. Now, joining us is someone who knows all about playing against the league's top guards. Former PBA All-Rookie team member and basketball analyst Renzo Subito is in the house. Good to see you again, buddy.
Hey, Boom and Paolo, thank you for having me.
Always great having you here. So we're going to talk about the guards here that made your life terrible in the PBA. And I want to start off with a guy who consistently does that. Itong si Gio Jalalon, who we all know as a spitfire guard on the defensive end. It feels like right now he takes defense even more personally, coming out defending and coming out trying to hunt for steals. Just what about him makes him one of the must-watch guys here in the PBA now?
Gio, it's always tough to match up against Gio. He always provides us spark off the bench, and actually recently in their game, in the recent Clasico game against Ginebra,
over the weekend,
they were down as much as 26 points. And when Coach Chito put Gio inside to play, they even won the game by 2 points.
Gio was a monster in that third quarter. Again, they were down 60 to 35.
Biggest comeback in what? Was it 17 years? 17 years?
Biggest in 17 years, and Gio Jalalon was a big part of that for sure. But it was a good matchup with Iskati.
Yeah, right. And we'll talk about Scotty in a bit. But personally, what makes Gio tough for you when you are face to face with him?
It's his defense.
What about it, Lorenzo?
His grit to stop the player, the best player on the court.
Determinado talaga.
Determinado. He's gonna make things hard for you inside. He's not gonna make things life easier for you.
May pride siya in terms of defense, no? You take a look at that. And of course, I mentioned si Scotty kanina because obviously Scotty, former league MVP, doing everything. Not a lot of people thought that he could translate what he did for Perpetual into the PBA, but he's doing just that here. Just what makes Scotty Thompson special para sa'yo?
Aside from being a really big guard in the league, he's what, 6'2", 6'3"? It's his athleticism. I mean, he doesn't mind scoring 20 points or being the player of the game. He focuses on doing the intangibles, getting those rebounds, making those defensive stops, and most of all, I think, going for the loose balls, getting extra possession for his team, and making scoring opportunities for his teammates.
Tapos ang dami pang experience internationally, di ba? That makes him. And we always ask, we always ask the coaches, yung mga guests natin, Pao, what makes Scotty this, what makes Scotty that. Is such an all-around guy. Bakit ang hirap i-box out ni Scotty? Yan, kasi napakagaling niya mag-rebound.
Magaling.
Bakit napakahirap i-box out niyan? But parang ay, malaki naman. Kaya mo namang hanapin. But what is it about that?
I think it's a gift. It's all about timing and the willingness to really get that rebound. Kasi not all the players, let's be honest, not all players can do what Scotty is doing.
Definitely,
It's really hard. And I think it's the attitude, the consistency, going to practice, working hard on practice, so you translate it in the game.
Sobrang sneaky, no?
Yeah.
The way he
Sneaky
gets
Scotty.
Sneaky Scotty. That's exactly what I was thinking. Let's now move on to AyonAyon. Here's a pick that I don't think a lot of people would have had sa listahan nila when they named their top guards. Why would you pick a AyonAyon dito sa listahan mo?
I've known Mike for so long. I used to be teammates with him as well. And during our rookie year, I played against him. And I know what he can bring into the table. He's a good scorer. He's a natural-born scorer. And he's a smart one, too. He's a smart one, too. And now you could see all he needed was the coach's trust. And right now it's showing. He's been really scoring a lot in his past games.
A boom, 50% from 3. Wow. From si AyonAyon.
Wow.
50%.
They're in the games played so far. They've already had 3 games, so really that's not going down.
And then if he's often overlooked, he shouldn't be. If he's shooting at 50%. Someone who definitely never gets overlooked and somebody na has already been described, all the superlatives is in your list, Terrence Romeo. Where do you begin with that guy, Renzo?
Terrence, everyone knows Terrence. You want a bucket, you give it to Terrence. It's last second shot, right? Draw play for Terrence. he'll make things work.
Alam mo si Terrence, do you still think that he is the best one-on-one player in the PBA? Because a lot of people felt that he was back in the day, him or either Stanley Pringle. Para sa'yo, is he that number one one-on-one player in the league today?
Right now, I could still say yes. He's still the number one for me. Imagine being out for most of the year last season, and coming back on his first game, scored 28 points.
Yeah, 28 points in an overtime loss. Pero grabe talaga. Terrence Romeo just stole the show that day.
Yeah, 10 out of 22 shooting, averaging almost 19 points a game, and 50% shooting then from three.
Beyond the arc, yeah.
So,
that's a theme.
And we're hoping that he's healthy and could sustain that health all throughout the year because he is must-see TV.
Yeah.
At kailangan natin makita. One last guy on your list, Maverick Ahanmisi. Tell us why.
He's a big guard too.
Yeah.
And Maverick is a smooth operator. Like whatever the coaches wants him to do, what role, he's gonna do it like with his best effort.
Yeah, and you take a look at Maverick Ahanmisi, wala pa rin si LA Tenorio, so they do need the help there.
Ah, that's right.
Si Stanley Pringle is still getting back into things, and of course, now Scotty Thompson has a bit of help also manning that backcourt. So, let's see how he does here. Renzo, maraming salamat. Really appreciate you coming over.
Thank you guys.
And a lot more to talk about soon in other days. All right.
How much do we love Pinoy sports? With all our heart, all the time. Download Pilipinas Live now.